Hello and welcome back to All Things Auto, and welcome back specifically to another of one of our car reviews. This week, or this time I should say, we're reviewing this. It's an absolute beast, and it's possibly one of the most elegant SUVs on sale, but we'll leave that to you behind your screens to decide. Comment down what you think about this car at the end of the video.
Yes.
But yeah, what is it, Matthew?
It's a Range Rover Velar. Range Rover Velar.
It's a Velar, yes, but you've got to say it like Velar. That's just how you do it. So let's flip the camera around, and then Matthew and I are going to show you around some of the design, because you can probably see Range Rover have spent a lot of time designing this car. It's just,
I think I'd have it in this colour.
It is very nice actually, but we'll show you around. So Matthew.
Right, so the design of the Range Rover, I know it's the best looking SUV out there. I'm just putting it out there. I mean, you've got these lovely headlights.
I think I'm with you.
Oh,
I'll show you this.
it shows you.
Piano black, or whatever you want to call it, gloss black.
Dynamic, because it's the dynamic line.
It's really nice.
Got massive, I don't know how big these alloys are. I'm guessing 19s, 20s.
No, bigger than that. They're probably about
21s.
22s or something like that.
Huge rims.
21s maybe.
But then again, this is a
Massive.
huge car. I mean,
It is, yeah.
I really like this.
It is. I'm pretty in love.
I really like this.
It's got a big rear, hasn't it?
It's got a very... Can we say that? got a very big
Maybe.
It's a lovely Velar badging, and then another Land Rover badge here. And then if we look... What's this? It's a fake rear diffuser. His Fiat Panda has a fake rear diffuser, but obviously it hasn't actually got fake exhaust, which is very good because the exhausts are actually under there, because it's a
diesel.
This is the 2-litre 4-cylinder diesel, which packs 200, and I think 249 brake horsepower. But we'll get on to performance.
Well, we're going for a drive later on in the video, I believe. So that is going to be fun. I'm going to be in the back recording from the back, and yeah, it's going to be very exciting. Now, this is what I love. I've got the key in front of me here, right? And these door handles used to confuse me back in the day, I should say. It's like, how on earth do you use them? What you do is you press the unlock button. The driver's one comes out, but don't do that. Let's just demonstrate with this. What you do is you just press here, and then the door handle comes out.
It's not exactly revolutionary. I mean, my nan's Ford Fiesta does that.
I know, but I love it. I love it. This is the interior, the Velar.
The Velar. Now, if I could just show you here. Obviously, as you're in it, you have this lovely dynamic badge and this lovely, absolutely humongous Range Rover steering wheel.
You do feel very important when you're sitting in this
you
car,
do,
because you're high and it's bulky.
And what's good, if you could just step out the way, poor person, in your Fiat Panda, it's because you can just look down on other people in their lesser vehicles. And also, many infotainment screens. I know you can't. Oh, there he is. There's a poor person. Get away from my car.
Oh, I do love stepping in this. You feel so important. You instantly feel better than anybody else.
I know. I was going on about how you're such a lesser person.
I know.
Right? Could you just? I don't know how to do this. Many infotainment screens.
Lots of gizmos.
There we go. Right. So, I don't know how much.
Look at the screen.
Yes.
Twivels to see you.
I don't do anything. I really don't know, because we haven't got a screen.
We got old cars.
Yes. Well, I think this is for the volume. Yeah, this is for the volume.
Yes.
Hanging stereo system, if I may add, and this is...
Unfortunately, we can't show you properly because of copyright issues, but we can tell you it's
wait,
really good.
are we going to have to cut out that song then?
It's alright, it'll be alright. Just nobody's
You say that.
Yeah.
But, anyway, you have your, park, reverse, neutral drive, and sport.
We've got to try it in sport later on.
Sport! And this dynamic.
Yes.
Will it show it, please?
It's probably when you put the ignition on. Obviously, this is all keyless because it's Range Rover and it's modern.
If
Everything in this car just feels quality. I mean, listen to this click.
Oh.
It's just everything.
Being in this Range Rover, is it the cheapest? No, the Evoque is the cheapest.
Yeah.
I think the second cheapest. I don't know, but still, you got lovely. You got squidgy materials there. Oh my!
It just feels so
good. And on
good.
this door, you've got it on your side. Oh, I think the only bit where it is sort of cheap plastically is places, you know,
in the bits you don't see very often.
But then again,
It's not
Who
bad.
cares?
I know.
You can look down and you're lesser people.
Yes.
I know I'm bright as a banana. I would like to... No, I'm not going to apologise. Mazda RX-7 t-shirt. I love it so much. And I'm not going to say where I got it from, because...
No.
Anyway,
right, what
it's
we'll do,
class.
I'll tell you what we'll do now. You stay in the front and film me. I'll represent a tall person getting into the back of this car.
You're saying I'm not tall. I just want to say I'm quite tall, but this is in the last driver's seating position, and I don't want to, mess with it.
Yeah,
but...
so you grab the camera.
Yes.
And make sure it's, you just guess it's pointing towards him. I'm going to get in the back. Massive doors.
Oh, there's a little ding that just went off then.
Yeah. And you know what? It feels perfect. You could really do a long journey in this car. Obviously, it's a Range Rover. You're just going to do so well. Little handles here, little LEDs. Just from the colour of them LEDs, you know it's going to be a good car.
Also, with this panoramic sun, I don't know.
We'll try it on. We'll try it out later on. We're on the move because that'll be something good to try out.
I would imagine the ignition does have to be on.
Yeah, I imagine so. But I'm really impressed. Actually.
Pull that thing for the middle seat down. That top. You got the
I
thing.
don't think it is that.
Yeah,
That is for the cup holder.
And speaking of cup holders, you have lots of very nice big ones actually. You got my lovely bottle there. Try. Well, does that bottle fit in the cup holder?
Cup holder. So we go. It's all right. I don't think it's deep enough, but it does grab onto your bottles quite well. So, to be honest, it's all right. It'll pass the test, I'm sure. But yeah, you can have your bottle back. Everything about this feels so good. Now you just see from here. Wow. What an interior. I've always been a fan of Range Rover interiors. They just do them so well.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really good. Let's show you the boot. Now, with a lot of SUVs at the time, you can open the boot electronically.
I thought you can do it with your foot, can't you?
You can, yeah, but I'm not really sure how it entirely works. But you can also do it from a button in the interior. You can also do it from your key. So button your key, and it opens all electronically. It's very clever. The only problem is, when something like that goes after many years of ownership, it's very expensive to replace the motor.
My only issue with the Velar is that it doesn't have a split folding tailgate, and all Range Rovers should. Obviously, being this Porsche shelf, no offence, feels more expensive than your Fiat.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's a Fiat, isn't it? And this is a Range Rover.
Yes. Oh.
It's a very...
You could very easily just... You could just put many...
It's a very deep boot.
You could very easily sleep in this.
It's a very deep boot. That's one thing you notice, because it's a very long car, really. But yeah, it's the perfect boot, really.
And you could put the seats down and just have it as like a very posh van.
Yeah, that is true. But one little fault I've just picked out is obviously this has got a very sleek back roof line, so it goes down quite a lot. So
yeah,
the boot is quite shallow, but it's very deep, but it's quite shallow. So
lifting things like your designer bags, because you have a Range Rover, can be quite, because it is quite a high loading bay. But
yeah,
what sort of person who buys a Range Rover is carrying massively heavy things?
You'd have a butler to do that. Don't do it manually. We'll do it by the button because we're very smart. Button there. Wow. I was once at the Anglesey Steam Rally a few years ago. This is before I went with you, and I broke a Range Rover Sports tailgate because I did it manually. So I ran away. But yeah, we won't talk about that. Sorry, Range Rover. Yeah. But yeah, overall, it's a very stylish car. Really, I'm really impressed.
Right,
Shall we show you the engine?
Let's move on to. It made another jingle.
Everything, it just makes noises, this car. And obviously, I believe this is the 2-litre 4-cylinder diesel. It's very bulky. That is the sound of quality.
I've bashed my head on there.
Now, this is always a fun game. Matthew, would you like to find the bonnet release? Because I know you often
release.
struggle with this.
I just did it before.
You shouldn't have told them that.
Oh,
Struggle
well.
for the views. Here it is. Massive engine cover.
Still hot because, it's just got
Just been out, yeah. But, wow. It's massive is how I'm going to describe it.
Should I be like Ethan Smale?
Yeah. Richard Hammer would not be able to work on this car.
Whoa, no, I'm not going to. It's really hot.
It is very hot. He got stung
Check
by a
if there's
beetle.
any milky residue.
Not in this car.
No, let's
Other people do say that Range Rovers are quite unreliable, but I'm not going to comment because I don't own one. But yeah, some people do say that. I'm not sure how true it is.
Speaking of unreliable Range Rovers, I kid you not.
Yes?
I literally just... Why is that a puddle there? Just literally a puddle. That's
I
probably
wouldn't worry.
rain, and we're probably just making it all up.
That's probably aircon.
Yeah, most likely.
Or
Anyway.
it's already there. It's a bird or something having a wee.
Oh well. Anyway,
Should we go for a drive?
we should go for a drive.
Let's go for a drive.
I really like this car.
It's lovely. So it's so nice, isn't it? We'll give you a rating of a rating out of 10 at the end of the video, but
look how big it is.
it's really massive. We can't stress that enough. Anyway, let's close the bonnet and we'll cut to you when we're out on the road. So we're now on the move in the Velar. Matthew, what do you think?
Well, it's to start with, very comfortable.
It is. It's really, really
The only
stable.
car I've ever really been in which has been this comfortable is there's a man running. Is the Bentley Bentayga.
Yeah. But it just feels so well made, really. I'm sat in the middle, and normally when you're sat in the middle of the back of the car, it's not very comfortable. But actually, I'm quite. It's really nice. Cushions you really nicely. It doesn't hang about either, does it? Really?
Oh no.
Really good engine. But yeah, it's really nice. So we're going along the bypass now, Matthew.
Yes.
It's still really nice. One thing I do really like is the sunroof. There's something about sunroofs in a car, you just feel so open. It's really nice. So we've just been out for a drive and we've just come back, and I want to demonstrate this. Now with Range Rovers, all very clever, there's a special app you can get, and I think this is fantastic. It's a Range Rover app. Let me just go onto it. Land Rover Remote. So you can go onto there, you've got all of your choices of what you can do and stuff like that. It tells you where your car is, what your range is, what your odo is, how much fuel you've got. Vehicle locked, beep and flash, did you know that? Okay. Oh,
Many noises.
it's clever there. I'm trying to make it stop now. There we go. But yeah, target temperature, it's got everything you want. It's got journey, it's all complicated really. Land Rover assistance, it's just so clever really. What do you think of that?
How cars have changed.
I know,
how
I know.
times have changed.
Do you have that in your Audi A4?
No, and I'm glad.
It's fantastic.
I
It's
don't
really
really get all these phone starter things. I think with cars like this, like Range Rovers, I get it, but it wouldn't work on on the A4.
good. No, it just wouldn't.
Because you need, if you're gonna you're gonna show this off, you're gonna want to show off your car.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it is very cool.
Do you want to start the engine?
We can do. Let's do a cut, return the phone, and then we can do a bit of an engine rev and stuff like that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start the car. Obviously automatic, foot on the brake. Where's the button? Diesel, sound of the diesel. It's very nice. Gonna go over to the exhaust.
I want to see what the steering is. Oh wow, that was nice.
How about if you put it in sport? Does it go?
Dan, it doesn't give it performance exhaust.
Let's keep it in park, eh?
Is the handbrake on?
Yes. Well, it's in park, that's what it is. Now go over to the exhaust.
Make sure I put it in neutral. I must say, I love these rear lights. Being breathed upon by diesel smoke.
Really nice.
Being breathed upon by diesel smoke isn't the nicest of things.
But, yeah, everything in it just feels so premium, which is as expected from a Range Rover. Very good. Passes the test. Now, just let's show the viewers. Pass me this. This is the screen you get in front of you. Ignore the beeping. Yeah, probably best shutting the door. I'll open the window. There we go. This is the screen you get in front of you. You got your map. I'm sure you can change everything. No, just Matthew, don't press this or anything because it'll jump. But yeah, let's try and change the screen. This is all just me having a go now.
You want me to hold the camera?
No, it's alright because I'm pointing at the thingy. That's just adjusting the radio. You can do that from your buttons here.
This is the well for temperature. We didn't really
it's
have.
very nice.
We just found out we needed the ignition on to do this.
Wow.
Have it on 28 degrees.
It feels very quality, doesn't it? So I've got a low. That is refreshing.
Nice.
Better turn it off though because there we go. It'll be bad for the camera. Should we do a wiper check? Nice.
We're very professional.
I know. Wipers are just so satisfying. Now let's try and fans going again. I don't really know how to use all this system. I wish I could show you, but I don't really know how to.
I don't know how to either.
But yeah, it is all in all very good. You can just hear turbo. That's the thing with diesels, you just hear turbo. But yeah, it's very nice, isn't it? What do you think? All in all.
Oh God, Why do we get to test such good cars? Then we go back and we've got.
He's got his Audi over
Audi
there.
A4s.
I'm going
boring.
to Fiat Panda and the Renault Scenic.
Mazda RX-7. You
Yeah.
should buy one. Wait, if you have a Mazda RX-7, please, I beg you, please let us review it.
And yeah, if you have any cars that we can review, do get in contact. Yeah, how do you get in contact? Go onto the All Things Auto Facebook page, at All Things Auto TV, and you can message the All Things Auto Facebook page. That's how we'll do it. Yeah, and it'd be a pleasure to review your cars, whatever they are, big or small, Range Rover or Fiat, doesn't really matter. Every car is appreciated, isn't it?
And especially Mazdas.
Yeah.
Please, anyone.
He's desperate now. But anyway, what do you give the Velar rating out of 10? What do you give it?
A strong 8.
8. I'm going to give it.
Or a 9. I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10.
I'm probably going to go for the same, to be honest. I'm probably going to give it the same. I think probably 8.5. Yeah, we'll give it an 8.5.
I would say, you can make this the title of the video, the Range Rover Velar, a budget Bentayga.
It is probably. Budget
I
Bentayga.
really think it is, because it's just,
Everything's just so plush. Anyway, if you enjoy these videos, remember to subscribe. You can follow me on social media at DanielCars05.
Follow me on social media at Matthew which social media is this?
Matthew Lovehouse and Matthew LR2.
That's my Twitter. Matthew LR2, Matthew Lovehouse is the Instagram, where I
He's
post
complicated.
many pictures of Mazda RX-7s and Suzuki Jimneys.
Subscribe and we'll see you soon.
Subscribe, like, comment, and
do everything. Knock yourself out.
Apart from dislike, because if you do, I will kill you.
Yeah. Thank
That's
you
a
for
joke.
watching. Thank you for watching.
Goodbye.